So it's been almost 6 years since the release of Sonic Forces. While not the greatest entry in Sonic's history, we can all agree that the avatar system was unique and a much welcome addition to the series, despite how limited the options were, and a different way to incorporate the Wisp from Colors and Lost World. Because unlike those games, the avatar was the only character who could use them, minus the White Wisp for Sonic, in both color powers and Wispons. And I loved these weapons. They're essentially alien magic powered firearms. Not exactly a gun, but it's not a gun. You follow? But recently when replaying Forces I realized two things. 1. The Wispons are utilized as a way of experimentation. You can only use the Wisp color power attributed to the Wispon chosen, so it encourages you to change it up every so often as each Wisp and Wispon opens up new means of combat and exploration. And 2. I've only ever used 2 Wispons in my entire time playing Forces, Red and Ivory. So I decided to test them all out and give a definitive take on these 7 Wispons while ranking them from worst to best. Let's begin. 7. Blue Cube. While it is one of the cooler looking Wispons the game provides, it's not the most useful. From hitting the ground it creates an area effect turning badniks into cubes and again to destroy the cubes. Blue Cube is a heavy stop-go Wispon, and the Wisp power of blue cubes in the air does not lead to any advantage in platforming or ring gathering. 6. Purple Void. The attack of this Wispon is useful as it leaves no mess behind and its black hole can suck in large crowds of badniks. The problem is that the Wispon itself looks generic, a purple cannon with a creepy smile. What's worse is that the Wisp power is a one-shot only teleport ahead of you. This only ranks slightly higher than Blue Cube because the attacks are worth a damn. 5. Yellow Drill. One of the more unique Wispons, as you can charge up your attack, sending you flying forward, but that's as unique as it gets. I'm surprised it turned a situational Wisp into a powerful weapon, but when the initial attack is too weak and it takes time to get the full effect, the uniqueness wears off. Even the Wisp power is the same as the basic attack, but it lasts longer and can scale walls. 4. Indigo Asteroid. Less stop-go and more slow. This planetary Wispon fires out minifigures of debris towards multiple targets, and that's it. It's a basic weapon with a multi-shot. But the Wisp power is unique as not only does it attribute to the classic invincibility where everything you touch breaks, but can also slow your fall, making hard to reach areas more accessible. Unless you made a bird avatar who can double jump. 3. Ivory Lightning. What's with these weapons requiring you to stop and hit something? At least Ivory's lightning whip is very wide, but you do jump forward with every swing. The design is quite sharp in both senses with its lightning bolt look, but it's the Wisp power that ranks it high. Unlike the green hover in both Colors and Lost World, Ivory is the only one that can use a light dash that not only follows the ring paths, but can also blast through badniks chaining them together, allowing you to essentially fly through most stages. 2. Red Burst. Honestly, can you blame me for putting this Wispon this high? The very first Wispon you get is one of the coolest looking and most overpowered in the game. You just hold the trigger and watch as all badniks explode as you run forward. Yes, the Wisp power isn't as crazy as the others and requires multiple button presses, but it's certainly useful when collecting the number rings and silver moon medals. 1. Green Hover. I did not think that this Wispon would top the lot, but Green Hover is the best Wispon in Sonic Forces. Yes, its main attack is stop and go like many others, but it's wide and fast. Yes, it's a little goofy looking with its little feet at the end, but that's the charm of the Hover Wispon. But most of all is how useful and overpowered the green Wisp power is. It lasts longer than most other Wisps, or it's exactly the same and just travels further, and essentially allows you to fly over most sections with little to no effort. If you found Imperial Tower difficult, use the green Hover Wispon. It's ridiculous of how easy that stage gets. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like this video if you did and subscribe for future videos. And if you really want to support the channel, you can by leaving a super thanks or becoming a YouTube member. Thanks again everyone, and as always, I shall see you all next time.